Yo, yo,
Hello,
what's happening, man?
what's going on? I just finished eating, so
Oh,
I'm
really?
all set.
Hopefully I wasn't bothering you or anything, because I know definitely I'm just randomly trying to talk to you, you know?
I kind of initiated it in the first place, so it's not your fault.
Oh, you good? But how do I pronounce your name? Like, is it actually B Moose or did I
It's Bemuse, like amused.
Bemuse? Okay.
Yeah.
Because when you said that in the chat, I was like, did I say it correctly then? Because I'm not too sure. But okay, Bemuse. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I was gonna ask you because, man, so you said you edit for like Twitch streamers. So how's that like?
Well, first off, I think there's something wrong with your mic. It's like crackling.
Really? Okay. Oh, all right, bruh. I swear, I changed the cord like 3 million times. So yeah, I have a really cheap mic. It's a, USB cardio condenser. But the issue with it, it's like, I guess it's getting older. I got it back in 2018. So like sometimes it'll do that. So is it still doing it?
Not anymore, but for being an old bad mic, it sounds pretty good. Aside from messing up sometimes.
Yeah. Oh my god, I had to do a bunch of research to like even get a decent sounding mic because most of these mics, like especially if you want like a YouTuber mic, but then not like too expensive, it's hard to get.
Yeah.
So
I'd guess.
yeah, let me know if it ever like crackles again and it's like going on for a long period of time because that shit is annoying.
All right. I'm actually looking. All right, never mind.
Honestly, I don't know if you ever heard of the HyperX's, the Quadcast. Those joints, I hear they're pretty good, but I don't know because that's the thing. When you get a mic, it's also like, does it work with your voice? So that's like always the issue. But for the most part, those Quadcasts, I hear from a lot of people they're pretty good.
I'm thinking about getting like an actual mic, but I don't know what I would like use it for because I just use like a. What am I using right now? I think I have like a Corsair headset or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it gets the job done, that's all that matters.
I mean, I guess, but it can't hurt to have better mic quality.
Facts. That too. But yeah, I was gonna ask you. Yeah, I don't know if you want me to. I don't know how much you want to disclose, so it's up to you. But you said you edit for like Twitch streamers and stuff, so I was curious on like, how's that like? How's the process and all that?
um, when I first started doing it, it was like it was really surreal because that
Hmm.
always seemed like a something that would happen to other people, oh, I
Yep.
couldn't work for, streamers and make videos
Mm-hmm.
for them. So it was really cool in the start. Um but I mean at the very start I was doing it for free, obviously.
Right.
Um
Right.
but just the fact that somebody found my editing to be like valuable enough to where they want me to work on their stuff was like enough at that point. Like that was
Right.
so cool to me.
That's
Um
really cool.
yeah, and then as you go along, it I mean cuz it started out as a hobby and the curse with hobby to job is it starts to get kind of worn out and the
Mm.
appeal of oh, I'm editing streamer stuff starts to fade away and it's like
Mm.
man, I really gotta cut up that VOD today, huh? So it's still
Dang.
cool when you like step back, and stuff,
Uh
and like
huh.
and realize that this is better than uh I don't know, a 9 to 5, I guess. But
Right.
it still has its stuff that's annoying, dealing with clients.
Really? Okay. So, how did you even start? Like, how did this even like begin?
Um, I started. like editing in general like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what I did, I was gonna go to college for video production. And I would do pretty much what I did today, and I would sort by the Twitch editing tag, and I
Uh-huh.
would talk to all sorts of editors to get advice, to have them review my stuff and get tips on it, um, tell the or ask advice on what I should do next,
Mm.
how to like make it as an editor or whatever, because that was the goal was to be an editor. Um,
Mm.
and then I reached out to a group or something and was like, I'll do stuff for free. Um,
Mm.
and then I did a little bit for them. And then what I started to do, which is really underrated, which is the way I got, because right now I have two clients that I work for right now who are both like really consistent. Like I'm like their video person essentially.
Ooh, nice.
And so I just work with them two right now. And the way I got both of them was cold emailing, which
Really?
is yeah, it's really underrated because most editors they try to get creators to come to them with
Mm.
um showing off edits or whatever, or trying to almost like treating themselves as a content creator almost. um
Mm.
And so I looked at it instead as, um, I don't know, like a service. Like I would
Mm.
just offer it in cold email, and I would go on Twitch and look
Mm.
through streams, and I would check their socials, their YouTube, and stuff to see how often they upload and kind of judge whether they would need an editor. And then those people I would send a email to, um, and see if they needed one that'll respond yes or no. Um,
Hmm.
and that's the highest. That's the way I've got pretty much all of them.
Really? So you just kind of like built your profile, like your portfolio on top of that, and then, huh? Okay, that's
Just
actually really
roll.
cool. Cause like I kind of figured that like that whole like saying where you don't pull up, like they don't pull up to your doorstep first. You kind of have to like work for that. You have to pull up to their doorstep. You got to do stuff like free work to get them to. Cause like who's gonna deny free shit? Like okay, I'm gonna do an edit. Like okay,
It's
free.
it's like it's especially when you're first starting out. From the content creator's perspective, they're
Mm,
not. A lot of times, they're also not even thinking about getting an editor. It's not even something that they thought of yet. So when you're initiating that and offering yourself as the first, person, and when they haven't even thought of it yet, then you're
right.
you're like the first in line. Because both people, well, no, actually, the first one was kind of looking for one. So it's very, lucky that I just happened to offer it, but they never like sent anything out saying, "Oh no, looking for an editor or whatever." And the second
Mm,
one that I got recently, they didn't have a listing either, and it
really.
just so happened that their editor that they had was like quitting, and they're like, "Oh, so you will be, the editor now."
Ah, the
Um,
replacement. Okay.
yeah. Um, oh, I forgot the original question or the original thing
Oh
that
no,
you're
you
saying.
pretty much answered it because yeah, I was just wondering how you kind of started and you got in.
Hmm.
Okay, so is it like I guess the one thing that I personally have a fear of, like when it comes to like freelance, is this kind of like freelance? You pretty much are you finding clients now, or are you just kind of sticking with the streamers that you have now?
Right now I'm sticking with them. One, who was the first, I think the first one to accept my cold email, like a year ago. I've been working for like a year. I'm sticking
Hmm.
with them for sure. The other one I got recently, I mean, I've done other people, but not nearly as long. It was like a thing that they needed or some clips or whatever. But
Hmm.
these two people are the most like consistent. Um, shoot. What was the original thing? I don't think I answered it yet. I was gonna get to it, but I forgot. It's
Um, was it the like yeah, like your clients now like do you actively search for more clients or do you kind of stick with the clients
for
you have?
now, the ones that I have are like enough to keep me busy.
Okay.
Especially lately, but I think I could handle like one more who just needs like uh clips or something. But I don't think I could take like another person who needs like YouTube videos done. Um,
Hmm.
so I think I could do like one more for like clips,
Right.
but
That makes
YouTube
sense.
videos I can't do that. It's too much, especially with VODs. Oh my God, VODs.
Okay, so talk about that. Like how do you have like a new process of doing it or you literally just have to like sift through the whole VOD?
Um, Luckily, both of them give like a timestamp of the area of the VOD that they need,
Uh-huh.
but even then, it can get up to like 3.5 hours. The worst I've
Really?
ever had was like 5 hour, 5:45, and it was a
God
Dark Souls
dang.
3 VOD. And after that, I
Ooh.
went to them. I was like, bro, I'm not, I'm not sifting through that long
Yeah.
again. You're gonna have to like shorten it somehow. And I'm still trying to get
Yeah.
them to the point where I don't have to scrub VODs at all. And there is a
Uh-huh.
way to do that. Um, but I'm
Hmm.
trying to convince them to do that instead
That's
because it does
interesting.
get real. I was cutting a VOD for like 2 hours earlier before I was
Really?
cooking. Yeah.
Wow.
It was an hour and a half and it took me 2 hours to cut it up.
Oh, that is pain. That VODs are ass. Exactly. Seeing
Yep.
in the chat. Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Because my idea was like if I were to be in your shoes, I would like. I guess it depends
Oh, I know what you're
because
saying. I don't
like
watch their streams.
okay, so you don't watch. Okay.
No.
Th-
If I was like that would work if you're like a fan of them and you're watching anyway and you just write down
right.
timestamps.
Right.
I've done that once before, but
Uh-huh.
that was only because I was just starting out and I was so like hyped. I was like, oh, I'll watch and write timestamps and I got like a
Yep.
notebook. I was watching the stream and
Yep.
then it turned out they didn't even make that. They didn't even want that to be a YouTube video. So I was like, okay.
Wow.
But yeah, I also have like other editors that I talk to for advice even still. Um,
Oh, nice.
and one of them was like, "Bro, it's not your job to watch their stream. Like that is not your job." And I was like, that is
Right.
that is true. Your job is to
Dang.
edit it, not
Uh-huh.
watch.
Plus,
To
technically, you still be like, you'll still have to sift through those VODs anyway. So, like, whether you watched it or not, like, you still gonna have to go
yeah,
through all
watch
that
it
shit.
twice.
Yeah. So it's like, god dang.
I get enough of them when I'm editing. I don't need to hear their voice for hours.
Damn. That's crazy. So what editing software do you use?
Pro and After Effects.
Okay,
I
that's right.
used
Yeah,
to
you
use
did tell me that.
Premiere Pro Elements 2020.
I had
Um,
never heard of that. I ain't never
Here,
heard
let
of
me see
that in
if
a
I
day
get
in
a
my
picture
life.
of it. I'll show you a picture. It is so bad.
Is it really like because I know Creative Cloud had like different versions, but is it like the one of the
It's
first Creative Clouds?
I don't know. I literally went to this one. I had no idea. I just knew I wanted to edit, but I had no idea about anything. So I went to Best Buy and I bought a physical copy of this thing
Oh no.
that had like the code on it and everything. And this looked like it was straight out of 2006.
Jeez, it's not
Um,
the code. Uh
why? I'm trying to pull up my file. I have like so many stuff in this folder that I have it set to sort by date, but there's so
yep.
much stuff that it takes forever to resort it, so I can actually see less
Sometimes
random
I
stuff.
have to make a new folder and just like put like
Do
old
that.
pictures or something like that cuz yeah, that stuff be taking forever to load.
IG. Oh wait. There. That's what it looked like. And
Holy white mode too. Shit.
it was on my laptop. But yeah, and then after that
Wow.
I got Pro and then After Effects. But that was the first thing I used like 2 years ago.
Really? And this is like a 2020 version.
Yes, that was 2020 and it was $100.
It kind of reminds me of Power Director. I don't know if you heard of that one, that editing software.
I never use it, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so I guess do you use like keyframe? Well, not keyframes, but like whatchamacallit, keyboard inputs and stuff like that. Like, do you use the keyboard to help you out with the editing and stuff like that?
Like flick around to the icons to do stuff. There's like some shortcuts for sure
Damn.
that I do.
Dang. Okay, that's
And
crazy.
different workspaces. Is there other? Can you like organize workspaces in Vegas?
You mean like nested timelines and stuff like that, or like?
Like you could put like the preview window in like the bottom right or something. and,
Oh,
like, the
you mean
timeline on
like
the left.
yeah. So you can do that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, because I have a time or a workspace for cutting, a workspace for motion, and a workspace for edits.
Oh, that's dope.
So I also do that.
Yeah, because that I can tell how like when you're editing for so long, you're gonna have to start like looking at ways to better improve, because once you get to a certain point where it's like, okay, I have this, like you were saying, the workspace. Okay, I have it like this, have it where it's on my monitor here, and then this monitor will have the timeline and yada yada yada. Like when you get to that point, you're gonna just slowly start better, like trying to figure out a better way to make editing faster too, because that's annoying. Like, especially, I don't know if you download the VODs or do you like record it as you like sift through them?
I just download. I use Twitch Leecher, and they give me the timestamps, and I just download within the timestamps.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn,
Just put it in
okay.
there.
Wow.
But getting faster, that's something I've been working on like lately, like the past month. Like I only started doing the new workspaces recently. Like I've just been focusing on trying to get faster. Now that like because the faster you can get something done, the faster you get paid, and you can convert it to a certain amount per hour, depending on how much you get paid and how many hours you put into the video. So time is literally money.
Okay, so I have a question about that. Like, obviously, of course, you don't have to like disclose like how much you get paid or whatnot, but like, you know, like the process of getting paid, is it like different between each of the Twitch streamers? Like, how do you usually like get paid? And because you were always saying like by the hour, is it like something by the hour, or is just like a certain amount per
I don't do it by the
video?
hour.
I feel like by the hour would be kind of like ass, if especially if it's like fixed on a certain rate.
It'd be hard for them to verify, because like how are they gonna know how many hours other than my word? Like
Right.
but it is different. For one of them, I do a certain amount per minute of finished video.
Oh,
So if a
okay.
video is like 10 minutes, then it's this much because it's a certain amount per minute. And the other one, I do a flat rate. And where it's just, it doesn't matter how long it is. Well, there's a flat rate for a normal video and a flat rate for a especially long video for them.
Really? Okay.
And I'm curious as to, like, I don't, because when I was first getting into like actually getting paid, I had zero idea what a like normal pay rate for an editor was, and I didn't even come up with mine. My editor friend told me in the email.
Really?
In the email, they were like, "Oh, what's your pay rate?" And I didn't have a pay rate. I had no idea. I was like, "Bro, what do I tell them is my pay rate?"
Right.
And they gave me one, and I was like, "Bro,
Damn.
there's no way they're taking that."
Wow.
And they took it.
Damn.
But how much like do you think, like let's say for a 10-minute video, how much do you think you should get paid? Because I'm curious. Because I remember, because my friend was like for a 10-minute video, he would take like $50 or something.
Right,
Like,
right.
like how much do you think a 10-minute video like should get you? Or like how much would you have to get paid for it to be worth it, you know? Like
right.
a real job.
That's interesting. I guess it depends on so many factors, especially with like the video.
True.
Because even like Sienna was talking in the chat earlier, King Kyoma, we were talking about how like there's certain different editing styles as well, you know, like
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that also like depends. Like if you do just a simple jump cut, just highlight the moments, maybe that might get you something. Maybe it's more reasonable to put your price at something more cheaper, maybe because since you didn't do a lot. But you know, at the same time, it just depends on, you know, the person who is paying you, obviously the Twitch streamer. But to me, I feel like per video, it also depends on like how much you get done a day. And like,
Dude.
so do they have like required times where they need you to get a video out? Is there like a time frame?
For both of them, no.
Okay.
Which is both good and bad because the first one especially that I do per minute with, and I will tell you the rates in a second, but they are very like flexible with, oh, you know, whenever you get to it or whatever.
Right.
And that's good and bad because it's like I had a video that I was working on, and I hate working on horror videos, horror game videos, not because they're scary, but because they are very boring to edit. For me, they are the most boring types of game to edit. And I had like a 15-minute horror game video to edit, or almost 20 minutes. And I was like, when do you need it? And they're like, whenever. I never got around to that video. It is a dead video. I never because they didn't have like they didn't like need it. You know, they didn't have a date. They never have a date for something. So it's you have to like motivate yourself to get it done. And like they can say like, oh, it doesn't matter, you know, when it's done. But realistically, there is a point where you're like, all right, can I get the video now?
Yeah, like you want that video, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, you have to like judge that yourself. So I never know if I'm ahead, if I'm behind. You know, it's, so when I first started, I felt so stressed because I felt like it had to get done tomorrow, like immediately. But neither of them have a set day or anything.
Really? Okay, so depending on that too, going back to your question, since it's kind of like random, maybe I guess the price would probably have to be higher. I don't know how you feel about that.
I think it peaked when you said it, but I was.
Oh shit!
I forget there was a point about what type of editing is in the video, and that is really true because their rates are different because of what I do for both of them. Because the flat rate person, it is pretty much just cuts and zooms, like literally.
Oh, okay.
Now I still have to sift through the VOD, which is
you still have to sift through it.
Annoying.
Yeah.
And their videos are longer than the other person's, but there's less editing. So the time goes into actually structuring the video rather than editing the video, and then the other person's is more editing the video takes more time than the cutting. So yeah, what you do definitely affects the price as well. That's true.
Okay, so for the cuts and like the zooms, I guess if you don't mind, like what is like the typical price you like would like charge for that?
There was some negotiation for sure. I wanted like because their average video is like 15 minutes or something. I wanted like 150
for
a video. And they were like Well, my old editor did $80 and 130 if it was especially long. So I was like, all right, well then do $100 for a normal video and 150 for a especially long video. And so they took that. So I can get the video done in like a day or two. And then the other person's is per minute, which I like per minute more than flat because it adds up really fast.
Right.
Because for them, it's 23 a minute. So like a 10-minute video is 230, and like a 15 is like 340 or something like that, 300 mid 300s. Because that stacks fast.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That
theirs
makes more
is
sense.
theirs is like depends how long it is, 1 to 3 days.
Okay. That makes more sense because also you got to think about like if you're only like I guess if there's no like set date to get a video done, you're kind of the videos that you do work on, whether you put like a lot of time in editing into it or not, or you just put like the the regular amount of like time you would do for like jump cuts and zooms and stuff like that too. Having at least that amount of money to like stack up for that one video, especially if that's like per week. Let's say you do that per week or you do 2 videos per week, that could be more beneficial in my opinion. I feel like because then now you have, because like if you look at the end of the month of how much you made off of these videos you edited, that could stack up. And the fact that you have other clients as well, that could help you out with actually making payments and cost on time for what you need to do to take care of yourself so you can do this full time. So I feel like that is not bad. Anything between 100 and like 500, I honestly don't feel like that would be bad. Of course it would vary between like just what you're doing, but I don't think that would be bad, especially if you're doing this like you're sifting, because they also have to take into account the fact that you're going through all those VODs, you're taking your time to do all of that.
Absolutely.
Even
And
if the edits are not that much, you're still going through all that time.
yeah, that's something that I'm debating on whether or not that's even the editor's job, to be honest. Because I was thinking of it in like a kitchen sense. Like if you're, because see the editor as like you're the chef, you're putting everything together and you make a video out of it, right? You take the ingredients and make something into it. You're not going out and like going to the store, assuming you're not a home chef, this is a restaurant. You're not, the chef isn't going to the store and bringing the ingredients to the restaurant and then cooking it. Someone else does that for them.
Right.
So I'm debating on whether or not that's even a part of the job, but it just gets put in with it anyway. And there are people, I talked to this one dude who his job was literally to get clips from a VOD and then pass it off to the editor who actually edits it. So there is some recognition in that. But yeah, that is definitely something they have to account for in terms of payment too, because they don't really think about that. They just think about the finished video.
Yeah, the video being done.
Yeah, and I mean, pricing is also wild because like you would be pressed to get $100 for a video for sure.
Right.
Because I've had multiple people who are like, yeah, I want you to edit or whatever, and it's like, what's your rate? And like the lowest I can go is like 100 for a video, and then just nothing after that, because a lot of people don't want to pay that, even though it is like genuinely worth that. Because of the role that an editor plays in a content creator, in a content creator's growth. I mean, so it is kind of difficult to find people who can pay that rate and consistently pay it. So I have gotten lucky on, especially the first one who does the per minute, because that is kind of wild to give 300 something for like a 15-minute video.
Right.
And oh, there's one more thing. Man, I just love forgetting stuff. That's crazy.
I feel you on that. But no, I see what you're saying. That's crazy that I can understand from like a streamer's perspective. They hear about like editors like, oh yeah, all they gotta do is just, you know, take your highlights and then put it together in a video and then boom, it's on my channel. And so like they don't think about, okay, who's gonna go through all of that VOD and get you those clips to put it in a video and make you where you can like upload that, and then on top of it,
You funnier than you are.
exactly, they gotta get the funny parts out of the boring ass parts because you a dry ass streamer.
Subtitling. That takes a while.
Oh my, wait, you gotta subtitle all of that?
Not all, not
Okay.
100% of it. I did have a client though who did tell me to fully subtitle YouTube video.
Oh,
That was back when I
hell
first
no.
started, so I didn't know better. And they didn't like increase pay or whatever. It was kind of an offhand remark. It was like, oh yeah, and then can you like subtitle the whole thing? And I mean the whole thing, which was
Oh my
awful. And I'm never doing it again. But now it's just like, you know, subtitle when it can, you know, make the video better, not just all the time, just when it can make it better.
Oh my, okay. That's, I guess, more understandable than like a whole fucking video. Jesus Christ. You're trying to develop carpal tunnel? My God.
Yeah, bro.
Wow, that is insane. Dang, I didn't even think it. Wow, okay, so.
So think, that, well, I've been thinking lately that editing is also kind of a underappreciated thing. Because I think the public general opinion and the role of an editor is almost like manual labor.
Right.
It's kind of that's why I always say I work with the streamer and not for, because they have something that I create. It's because, you know, you look at an artist on Twitter or something, right? And they have this level of respect that people give them because, oh, the art's so good, whatever. You know, for an editor, it's like you could put like edit like a great video, and it's like, you know, edited by, and then nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. They
care
just
about
want the
content
finished
creator that's in the edit.
Yeah, like they care about that, but they don't think about the person who made that.
And then that reflects in payment too, because there are times I remember there's this a Discord screenshot on Twitter of this content creator who was talking to a potential editor for them, and they were just like demeaning to them, bro. And like even content creators, they don't see them as that. They're not on their level. You know what I'm saying? They think, you know, you work for me. It's like almost like grunt work. When it is like it's a very creative like field.
Exactly.
And I don't think it's like treated like that currently.
Wow,
so that's why people are resistant to like pay, because it's like, oh, anyone could do it.
That's a good point, because another thing too, it's like the time it takes to edit a video, like just even jump cuts takes time. And then if you think about if you add creativity in the mix, like, okay, the streamer said something funny, maybe I can do something crazy with this part of the video and go all out. And so like then that itself takes time. Let's say you want to do some motion graphics shit, so then you hop on After Effects. And I've been seeing like a lot of the bigger Twitch streamers, like their editors be going crazy. And it's like, that's why at least I'm appreciative that like they link their stuff in the description. Even if they don't want to, at least it's like a portfolio if they ever need work, because at the end of the day, who knows, this editor might just get replaced by another editor because this content creator says, hey, nah, I don't want this person anymore.
Another thing that I forgot to say, I think was one of the things I forgot, is the other thing you also have to consider when working for people and rates is sometimes you have to balance what they pay you and how valuable they are on a portfolio. because the
Mm.
person that I do 100 for per flat video, I was I was very hesitant
Mm.
because I wouldn't really take that. But there are
Right.
a couple, because that's like the lowest I'd be willing to go. Like
Right.
I initially said 200 because that's like a good average price for a YouTube video,
Right.
realistically.
That
Uh,
makes sense.
and
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, I can't do that or whatever. And I was like, well, all right, well, negotiate. And then we got to 100. But there are a couple things you have to consider instead of just the
Mm.
bottom line price is how often they give you videos, because that,
Mm.
and they're consistent. So the 100 isn't just like, once a month or something. So you have to recognize that it's going to be multiple times if they're consistent with how often they give you stuff. And the creator themselves and being able to show off that you worked for that person in a portfolio to get you new potential clients. If you just
Right.
keep saying no to people because they can't fit your perfect price that you have in your head, then you're never gonna go anywhere. You're just gonna keep waiting, because then you're gonna have no portfolio, and you
Mm.
can't find the person with that price. So sometimes you have to,
Damn.
kind of weigh a couple things,
Yeah, and in
when
consideration,
choosing
yeah.
to work for somebody.
That makes sense. Like sometimes you can't always like pick certain things that you want. Sometimes you have to do those jobs that, may not seem like it's worth it now, but sooner or later it's gonna be worth it in the long run.
They could know someone who needs an editor as well. There's also that
Mm.
type of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Putting them on game.
Yeah.
Damn, okay. Wow. That's insane. Like just even learning all of this. Cause like I've always thought like to me it feels like the market of trying to get into I guess maybe it's like the same for like any creative field, especially freelance, I would assume. But doing Twitch streaming and all this other stuff, a lot of people can be editors, but like Twitch streamers are looking for people that are most likely, like you were saying, like maybe want a lower price, especially smaller streamers. And then on top of it, you know, do they want a certain way to like certain edits in their videos and stuff like that too? And so there's
Yeah.
like a lot of, people that are trying to hire for editors. Like we were just talking like earlier in the stream, Afro Senju, I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber, but I remember a while ago he was looking for a new editor, and just recently he had to get a new editor because one of his editors were like racist or whatnot. So it's like always looking for people that are, especially bigger YouTubers that are trying to look for editors. It's always interesting to see that like they open up, but then when you look at like the Twitter post and then all the replies, it's like it almost feels like it's impossible because
Yeah.
just the shit ton of people, especially if they're all damn near good.
Yeah, that's that's what I think one of the advantages of cold emailing is, because you're the only person there, and sometimes
Mm,
they haven't thought about it in the first place, because once they ask for it and they know they want it, they already have an
mm,
idea of what they want, of what they want it to look like. They already have an idea of how much they can pay. And then you have all the people all at once are applying to it, and then you're just one of many.
right.
Um, so that's why it's always kind of, I consider myself kind of lucky in that regard, that I got like, two consistent people. Because the other thing that's also scary is, you know, there are people who would, do the work that I'm doing.
Hmm.
Some like 16-year-old who's never edited before for people, they would do it all for free, right?
Right.
So you also have to make sure that you're good enough to
Good
where they
enough.
feel that they wouldn't just hire the person who just DM'd them on Twitter saying they'll do it for free. Um, which I was actually thinking about that, because with the client that I've been
Mm,
with for a year, it would be so insane if they just up and said, "Yo, I found a different editor, so like, bye." Dude, that'd be so
man.
insane. Because I was thinking, because technically, since I don't have like a contract or anything, so technically, since I'm freelance, I could at any time be like, "Hey, I
You're
don't want to work
gone.
on your stuff anymore.
Yeah, like
And I
just
was
I'm
thinking
out.
how that would feel to them, but then I was thinking if they did that to me, bro, I'd be devastated.
Right. Like,
um,
where y'all going? Like out of
yeah,
nowhere?
like,
Yeah.
bro, what? What did I
Yeah.
do? Um, but yeah, but there are a lot of people who like edit or whatever.
Hmm.
But the other good thing is there are also a lot of people want to be streamers, and I
Yep.
call it the modern gold rush.
Mm.
And um, I forgot where I heard it from, but it was like during the gold rush, the people who were the smartest weren't the people who were going to get the gold. They were the people selling the pickaxes to the people who wanted the gold. And
Mm.
that's how I see the editor's angle on all this, because there's always going to be streamers who want to be the next streamer,
Yep.
and I know how to make your videos look good. So in
Mm-hmm.
terms of, getting people, there are always going to be people if you look for them and find them with
Mm-hmm.
how many, want to be a streamer.
It's classic business right there. Yep. I like that. I like that. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think if there's any other questions. Because I was trying to, because I've never talked with somebody that like clearly has experience and works for Twitch streamers. So
Hmm.
always wondered like how that lifestyle is, and especially that you said this is like your full-time thing and like you're just full like freelance. Like
Yeah.
you bringing back that thought of like, what if they were to up and leave? Like, would you still have like people you could probably like more contacts and clients, potential clients to, because now since you actually work with, Twitch streamers, would it be more easier for you to find more Twitch streamers?
Hold on, let me get some water.
Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna do the same. Shit. Also, my Facebook stream stuck. I thought anybody was watching anyway.
If they did, up and leave, first thing I would ask,
Mm.
is, hey, you know anybody who does need one? That's number one.
Right.
Um, but I would definitely have a like portfolio, and I can show other people who might know them, I worked for them or whatever. So I think it'd be easier to find people.
Right.
I wouldn't say it'd be easy because it can get demoralizing for sure.
Mm.
To like send stuff out. I mean, I can't tell you how many times. Like I had this one chick. She played Valorant, and she was like a smaller streamer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she was part of the like Twitch has like or AT&T has like a program to partner with streamers, and she was partnered with AT&T, and
Oh.
I was talking to someone who like works with her or whatever about rates and video stuff, and I did a trial video for them, 30-second trial.
Mm.
And they liked it.
Okay.
And I was like, well, how often are you looking for videos? And they said 3 to 4 a week, or it was like 4 to 5 a week, 4 to 5 YouTube videos a week. And I was like,
Mm.
God, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
And I was like, all right, well, the lowest I can do is 100 per video. And I lost them just like that, because they were
Really?
like, oh, we can't do 100. And I don't want to counter offer because I don't want to. If you feel you're worth that, then I don't want to insult you or whatever, which is fine or whatever. But
Huh.
I can't tell you how many times I've had people who, are ready for me to edit for them, and then they're like, "Oh, I can't do that," or just ghost after they hear the price. So that is definitely
Really?
demoralizing. Yes. And then, like a couple days later, because they were part of the AT&T program, they were on the front page of Twitch, and they had like
Oh
23,000
shit!
viewers. And I was like, bro, what?
Damn.
They were like on the front page of Twitch like 2 times, like more than 20K viewers, because they were part of that. I should check in on how they're
Oh.
doing now. But
Right?
bro, it's like, what? Really?
That's crazy. Wow.
But I mean, worst comes to worst, I can if it was going bad.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'll just find like a part-time job or something. I used to work a part-time on the weekends. Only recently did I stop because I worked at a restaurant. I was like Carrabba's, that restaurant?
I never heard of it. Is that like a city-based
Chain.
type of like or it's like
No,
a
it's a chain.
Oh, really?
I think
Okay.
it's everywhere. I don't know. But
Actually, what you don't mind me asking like what country you live in? And you live in I'm assuming you live in United States or
uh, can you well actually me and my friend from England talk about this. Can
Mm.
you can you guess like where or what state I'm from just off my voice?
Um
Because in England she says that she can like tell where what city people are from based on their accent, and I don't think
really?
you can do that here. Like I don't think you could tell me where I'm from.
I don't
Just off
actually know cuz I feel like it's typical to say like United States, but then like it could be any other place that you know what I mean, like especially with the way you speak English. I don't know. Like I honestly can't tell you. Sienna says Michigan.
Whoa, that's scary.
Wait, really? All
Whoa.
right, look. The
That
one
is
thing
scary.
about
Wait, what gave it away? Wait, what gave it away?
okay, Sienna is I don't know. She's built different.
Nah,
She's
that's
built different.
crazy because I can't even hear my accent. Like, me and my friends talk about it, and we're like, bro, what does a Michigan accent even sound like? And they'll like
Wow.
send me videos of like heavy Michigan accents, but I don't feel like I talk like that at all. I thought like I spoke different,
Yeah.
but I guess
Sienna, you have to explain yourself.
that's kind of crazy.
I got shooters in Detroit, of course, of
Well, I'm
course.
not in Detroit.
That's fun. Wow. Okay, so what part of Michigan, if you don't mind? It's up to you. You don't have to disclose
It's like
it.
I wish I could show like on my hand, but obviously you can't see. In like
Mhm.
the lower left though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I know, like, obviously the typical, like, Detroit, like, that Michigan, like, the way they talk, but yeah, like, it's hard. Yeah, it's really hard. I'm surprised. When I talk to her, like, I'm gonna ask, that's crazy. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, I did not expect that. That was actually kind of scary. Like being watched.
Yeah. Right. That's funny as hell.
I forgot what we
Wow.
were talking about.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. um.
Oh, yeah, Carrabba's.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
only
That
because I
restaurant.
would edit. I would only edit like on the weekdays, and on the weekend I would I did to go because it's like an Italian grill or whatever, and they had a to go section for like orders or whatever.
Right.
I did that on the weekends because I had been doing that since before I was editing.
Oh,
But
nice.
literally everyone in my in to go and other people in the restaurant quit. They had nobody, and I was gonna be the
Really?
last one. Yeah. So I was like, well, I'm leaving too. I'm not gonna do this all by myself.
Right. You
I
want
was
me to
like,
carry the
well,
whole team on the back?
yeah. And then I was like, well, I'll just edit, and if it gets bad enough, I'll just get a different part time. But I was editing, and then I found another client, and then the first
Hmm.
client is giving me even more videos with the per minute system. And I have savings because I didn't go to college because I just did this instead. So I have
College is
money saved
whack.
up. Yeah. So I got money saved up, and I don't really. So I was like, shoot, if
Mm,
I don't do it now, I never will.
right.
And this is the like safest time to like
Mm-hmm.
do it. I'm not gonna. Because the joke I always make is I could have like went to college for video, and
Uh-huh.
like worst case scenario, I'm
Mm-hmm.
working for like a law firm doing commercials.
Right.
Like, hey, you get to edit, but yeah, you doing like law firm stuff.
Damn, that must be
Or I could like
draining.
do streamer stuff and like make that work, and it's going good.
Uh-huh.
So shoot.
I feel you on that shit because like I work like the job that I have now, like I work at like a radio station and like doing actual TV commercials. It's easy because it's like they don't really expect much. Like they don't really require much. Most of the time, the previous editors, I would just take from their old projects, update the year if it's like an old advertisement and like the client's been with the radio station for like years, and that's literally I'll re-render it. I don't have to like revamp it and like make a new fucking, unless it's like new clients, I don't have to make a new commercial. So it's like pretty much light work. And so like
Yeah.
that was a thing that like me and like King Kilma in the chat, we were talking about how it's, I don't know how it would be if we were to, because obviously I'm doing my own content, but like how hard it would be if I was like a full-time editor like you, and then like I'll get home or like I'm done and then I have my own content I gotta do. Like how, I don't know, because I feel like that's
Hey,
already draining, because you're already
wait, with
doing all that.
with the radio job?
Yeah, so like the radio job, I feel like it's more easier for me because it's like simple commercials. I don't do a lot. And if I do, it's like easy shit that like I can definitely handle, and it's not like stressing me out as far as like editing. So like I'm kind of chilling. Um, but like actually like what you're doing where you're actually putting out full time, like getting clips and editing a full video. I feel like that would be more, I don't know, just stressful, because then I have to do my own videos, and that's already stressful enough.
Yeah. Hey, all I'm saying is, if I was in that situation, I would not be able to do it. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm,
Because even when I only had one client, and they would like give me a video on like Friday, and Friday was my first day at work, and I like
mm,
to get their videos done within like 2 to 3 days, and I was
mm-hmm.
like, shoot, because all my days are days that I have work. And
Right.
so like I work before I go to work on editing, and then I go to work, and then I come home, and it's like,
Mm.
man, I should really do some more editing. But man, I just got off work. I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, like
And
you
I can't
tired.
imagine, like, so I guess in that scenario you'd have to like wake up pretty early, work on client work,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to work, and then come home, and then work on like personal stuff
Yep.
at night. So hey, I couldn't do that. Hey, maybe you just grind harder than I do, but it
Yeah.
was I don't think I could do the two clients I do now with something on the weekend, because
Right.
if they give me something and it's nearing the weekend, bro,
Yeah.
it's like,
I feel you on that. Yeah. It's just stressful, and I guess it just also depends on like what you're doing with the client and whatnot. So that makes sense.
you know.
But damn, I guess shit. Anything else? Any questions for me? I don't know if you did, if you had any, but shoot. That was pretty much it. Like, those are the questions I had. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you have any questions, Sienna, but yeah,
Well, can you guess? I mean, I don't think there's any indicators, but can you guess what got me into editing in the first place?
hmm.
Because I always ask that to editors. I always ask how they start. I've been like interviewing editors, because usually I'm the one interviewing somebody else.
Really?
Yes, I do it to a lot of editors over like the past year.
That's
Um,
data. Yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
and I always ask them how they started, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Trying to think. Hmm. Well, interesting. Now, this is probably gonna be like way off, but I'm gonna base this off of how what got me into editing a little bit. But maybe this might be a little bit specific, but maybe it's because it's like you seeing like a YouTube video and like a really well edited YouTube video, and it's kind of like, okay, I want to like try it out. That'll be my answer. I don't know.
Hey, that's pretty much what happened, but it was
Really?
a certain type of video.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's pretty much it, but it was a
Okay.
certain type of video.
What's
A
the
very
type of
popular
video was
form of
it?
video.
It was what?
A very popular form of video. I was saying.
Okay. So were you okay, this another question. Were you there when the whole Vanoss gaming era like occurred?
What years was that?
Um that was like the Gmod. What is I remember, I think it was around like 2014, 2015.
Well then, yeah, I didn't really watch it though. I would always come up in my like recommended or whatever, cause like,
Okay.
what was that in 2014? Like 12?
Let me see. Yeah, because I'm looking at his channel right now. So this was like what really like for me personally got me into editing, and even like Tobuscus. What so like the editing style that I developed was mainly like Vanoss gaming, like the funny moments type videos where it's like they play with their friends, they record, and then they get the funniest moments and they chop it up and they add like sound effects and all this. It's like very like corny and like generic, but it was like that was like the peak moment when it comes to like funny gaming moments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was what really started me, and like I would copy the hell out of like Vanoss. I even still have those videos. I would do like the same shit, prop hunt, and then when like the Minecraft era, I was definitely like a fucking Minecraft scrub. Like whatchamacallit, the Sky Does Minecraft shit. The way he edits and shit as well. Yeah, like what Sienna is saying, COD montages and shit like that.
Well, I'll tell you, cause hey, hey, what's their name in chat, bro? They're scaring me for real though.
King
Too
Kyoma
accurate.
is how she goes by, but her name is Sienna.
Well, I started from a music video. I really, really like music videos. The first things I did were music video type things, not like filmed. I would just find stuff on the internet and like put it together. Or I would like edit over other music videos. Not AMVs. No, I did not do AMVs.
No, it's not Avis.
I actually have I can show you the first thing I made in that one trash software.
Okay.
Because it'll give you a sense of this type of stuff that I was doing. But yeah, I still really like music videos. I love watching them. I love in class in high school we had like iPads or whatever, and I would watch a music videos in like half speed or like 0.25 times speed and just like watch the effects.
Yup.
Let's see, where is it? Nah, but they're scaring me. I'll get to what they're scaring me about because they getting too accurate now. Bro, where is it? I have tried an AMV type thing before. Bro, this is pissing me off. Where is it?
I'm surprised you still even have it, like, because it's like a footage.
YouTube. Let me just
It's on like on
re-download that
YouTube.
off
Okay.
YouTube. Hold on.
YouTube makes more sense, but if like an actual footage, like, shit, I don't even have
What
any
I
of my
keep
old shit.
of like non-client exports that I just make.
Right.
Here it is. just gonna download it really quick because I mean this was literally the first. This was the first thing I made where I was like, all right, I actually wanna like the only thing I made before this was like a COD video. And that's when I like first got the software and I just recorded one match of Modern Warfare,
Right.
the 2019 Modern Warfare, and I was like, all right, let me just like edit it and see what I can do, because I'd never used software before. But then I made like meme stuff after that, but like the first time where I was like, all right, I actually want to know how to edit, like for real. And then this is the first thing I made. Here, I'm gonna send it. Oh, also, what's funny is, I've been gifted Discord Nitro Classic for 2 years now from
Lucky ass
clients.
bastard.
From 2 clients, bro.
Because it lets you do like the GIF profiles and shit. That shit is fire.
Here it is. Yeah, that was the first thing.
Ooh.
Stuff like that.
Let me see.
But yeah, music videos. Running out of water now.
Oh, this is actually fire. When did you make this?
19, I think.
Really?
I think so.
Let me pause my music.
And that's what really made me like editing, because like after school I couldn't wait to like get home and like work on it, and I was just on my desk on my laptop, and I was like just sourcing stuff for the video, finding old games.
Right.
It was probably the most fun I had on a project ever.
That's fire.
But yeah, that's when I was like, man, I want to like edit. And
wow,
that was
really
that
cool.
trash software, bro. It was so bad.
But the fact that you were able to do all of that, that's fucking inspiration right there. Like what the links it takes for someone to really like follow their passion and like go through with that shit. I fuck with that. That's fire. Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta pee real quick.
Okay, bad. Yeah, let me get a water. But how we feeling in the chat so far? Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm letting this shit render. By the way, Sienna, yeah, you on point, like, because I couldn't hear like a Detroit like thing. That's interesting. That does take me back. Like, damn, like, and the fact that Vanoss is still doing this shit is crazy. And like, he's still retaining a lot of views. That's wild.
Okay.
Brother.
Let's see. Okay, the thing that I was gonna point out is they were saying I doubt I have to read on this one like Michigan, but I'm just gonna guess VTuber somehow got you into editing. Now that's very interesting, okay? Because that is technically not true, but that is the avenue that did get me a lot of work. And it is, if you break it down from, let's say, a business standpoint, if you will, okay?
Right.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about V streamers, whatever. Now, they're niche but growing more mainstreamish type weird thing. Um, but here's the thing about them: no matter if you see them as cringy, whatnot, I'm indifferent. I can see both sides on whatever. But I'll
Mm.
tell you what, they got racks.
They got
People
racks.
donate so much money, bro,
Yep.
and they can afford to buy editors.
Yep.
Dude, oh my god, dude. It is
Yep.
it is
100%.
it's always especially niche stuff that always has a lot of money, and it's like with the growth that's going on right now
Hmm.
and how much people put up and donate, it is technically smart to work for them because of the growth and and how and the abnormal amount that they make for how big they can be.
Hmm.
Um, and the other thing about them too is because they grow so quick, they usually don't have editors because they've just been streaming. So
Mm.
you can advertise yourself as that solution to
Mm.
give them videos or whatever. Um,
Right.
so yeah, some of them were one that I work for isn't, and one is, so half and half. You can tell which one does the per minute.
Yep.
um,
That
but
money.
it just makes it, but it does make for really weird. Uh oh, bro, bro, can I see one of your videos? I'm like,
Oh,
bro,
you
no, you
don't. You
can't.
do
You
not
can't.
want to.
You can't
Oh
see
my
my video,
god.
bro. Don't worry about it. All right. Hey, I'm making money. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Right.
um, yeah, but that market, bro, is crazy.
Wow.
Um, I'm trying to think other streamer markets that could get you that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, man,
So the VTubers are like,
bro,
I
they are.
wonder.
Hey,
I'm
they
trying to
got.
think. I'm trying to think because it's like, how could you get? Because you clearly are working for one of them, right? So like, how would you be able to like? I guess it wouldn't be like a
Money bags on God.
annoying thing to like just be like, yo, y'all got any like VTuber homies that need some editors? Like, cause that shit. It's like as soon as you get in, it's like you can't get out. Like you got in, like you made it.
True, bro. That is so true because my second person, they're
Mm.
like a real streamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they do interact a lot with the community. So that I saw as a bridge to get out of it because
Mm-hmm.
then, if I have a client, I can show them his videos, and they'll be more likely to be like, "Oh, that's similar to what I do."
Right.
Rather than showing, a CS:GO player like VTuber funny moments, like they're gonna be like, "Bro, what
Mm.
is this? Like, what do you?
Exactly.
You're not editing my CS:GO videos." So they act as like a bridge for me because it is true.
Uh-huh.
It's hard because who are you gonna show it to? That's not other streamers like that.
Exactly.
Um, but
Infinite money glitch.
yeah, hey, all I'll say is this
Mm.
one time, how in stream it has like the gifted subs, like the top gifted subs people,
Yeah.
and how much they gifted, bro. This 1 month, okay,
Oh
I went
no.
into stream, and the number one person had 1, 2, 3, 4 gifted subs. So
Jesus.
1,254. The second person had like, I think that's second and third had like 1K each.
Oh my god.
And hey, I gotta see some of that. I know they got.
I
They can't tell me. They can't tell me. Oh, the budget's looking a little tight. We're gonna have to go
exactly.
down, bro. Hey, I'm thinking of asking a raise soon.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to get on like per week instead of per minute. So that
Mm.
it's more consistent or whatever.
Right.
But bro, I
Wow.
back when I was talking to my friends about it, because hey, I didn't want to tell them.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, bro, this is like this is like the crypto of streaming. It's
Right? Like this is where it is. Like if you didn't invest now, like too bad.
gotta get in, bro, because then because now companies are starting to do it. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
I think Sony did it. Like freaking I don't know what else. But it is a really
Yeah.
weird place to be in though. It is
It's only
it's
getting bigger
it's
too.
odd. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is with the growth of everything.
Yeah, like I was talking to even like, what Sienna is saying, like even back then, she even had predictions of like how most streamers are going to be like especially like the VTubers back then, like there were a big like a hot commodity, and there was like a lot of people that didn't know about it. So like when you
Yeah.
get into that, I guess that bracket where it's like it's getting big but it's not like
Not
mainstream.
entirely me. It's I almost see it as like anime in school because it
Mm.
was so weird to me because
Mm.
growing up like me and like a couple friends were like we like knew about Dragon Ball and we would
Yeah.
just like talk about like Dragon Ball or whatever and
Uh-huh.
like in like senior year of high school but like no one else talked about it like no one like talked about anime in class unless like
Bro.
a couple people knew about it but now in when I was in senior year of high school I was literally sitting in class and we
Mhm.
were having like a like you know it was like homeroom or whatever and like kids are just like talking
Mhm.
and it was almost like not like a whole class discussion but people across the room were talking and
Mm.
like a group of people and like yo did you see the Demon Slayer movie and like oh you gotta
Mm.
get on One Piece and I'm like bro what like people like
How?
actually like talk about like just normal anime shows like in
Bro.
school.
Bro, you remember when like talking about anime was like the worst thing ever you could do in school? That was like, oh my god, like literally if you talked about anime, people are looking at you crazy like this nigga did what? Like you did I know you did not just talk about anime in class, bro. Like the only anime that was acceptable like
Oh
around where I lived, it was literally Dragon Ball. Like,
yeah,
bruh, you could not talk about anything else. Like if you did, you one of the weeaboos that like dead ass do the Naruto run down the halls. Like what?
yeah, and it's funny because like I saw like one post. It was like all the e-girls get on anime but bullied me when I was talking about it in elementary.
Yep. That's
It's so funny.
crazy.
And you could
Wow.
kind of relate that to like the VTuber market or whatever, with like, oh, people could be talking about streamers, and then talking about a VTuber
Mm-hmm.
won't be like that crazy.
Right.
Could be the way it's going, but it's just
Wow.
so funny, bro. When I was sitting in class and people were for real, like openly talking about shows. I was like, what?
That's crazy. Yeah. Damn. So it's like it's just changing now. Like at this point,
Yeah.
like anything can just be like the hot commodity as long as like it's like a niche and people fuck with it. Like, damn. That's crazy.
It's so weird to me, bro.
Wow.
But hey, I'd like to. It is a. It's funny because like, man, sometimes I just want to work on someone's freaking vlog or something.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I need a breath of fresh air, bro. I cannot watch because she did a lot of Genshin. She's like an official like Genshin content creator,
Really?
and yeah, and so it was like Genshin, and bro,
Huh.
I can only edit so much and like
Yeah.
watch.
So
It's like,
boring, bro. Oh my
um,
god. I
but
feel
like.
for you, bro.
But lately, it's more like just chatting stuff, like tier lists, reacting, trying to like move away from Genshin type thing. They're also
Uh-huh.
trying to do like 3D stuff because that's also where it's moving is like full body tracking.
Really?
So they're trying to do that, yeah. Um,
Interesting.
but
Damn.
man,
Wow. Well, oh my god, this was actually like really dope. Like it was so great talking to you, man. Yeah, I'm about to head out. I gotta head to bed, but man, this is a great conversation, bro. Like, 100%. Appreciate you even pulling up to the stream. Like, dead ass. Like, this was really cool. And it was just cool seeing, like, your insight and your perspective on things. And I feel like a lot of editors, feel like this too, And I would feel like this as well, like if I was working, full time for these streamers. So that's really dope, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna play a game or something. I don't want to.
Anything but Genshin, bro. God dang.
Yeah, I don't want to. I should work on the video. I don't want
So you
to.
just have your own schedule, like shit. You could just. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I can do it. It's a blessing and a curse, cause like you holding yourself accountable.
You're right.
I really don't want to work on it, but
I feel you. But you got it though, cause that's the shit that you edited on that. What software you edited on that? The clip that you sent me?
Premiere Elements.
Like if you did all that shit, man, like, I have faith in you. Like you gonna get there. That's for sure. So. More of them damn money bags, aka VTubers.
Bro, people, I don't know where they get that money to donate, but they got it.
Those are some oil princes. I'm talking about like they are like royal blood family because there's no way on. I swear, like I'd be watching some of these like the bigger streamers, especially in the Poggers communities, like they just be donating. I'm like, where do y'all get this money, bro? Like y'all gotta be oil princes. Like
do you watch RDC?
Yep. Hell yeah.
You know the dude Nostalgia who donates like a ton in chat?
I don't get it.
He does like $1,000 donations, couple hundred, like 50 gift subs at a time.
Where do they get that money?
I don't know what he does. Like
I could have sworn they were all kids in his stream, but nah, like them niggas just got the money. Like god dang.
I really don't know.
Yeah, that shit is insane. But nah, like yeah, you got it though. You got it 100%.
But oh, you play a multiverses? What you be playing?
So here's the thing. It's so weird with me now. I honestly deadass cannot play games unless I'm doing content. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a phase in my fucking life where like I only play games unless, it's like it has to be like a game like Gundam Evolution. Like just like what Sienna said, like we are waiting for that game to come out. It's like better Overwatch, to be honest. Like Overwatch 2 fucking disappointed, but hell, we got Gundam, so it don't even fucking matter. And it's free to play. That game I'll play. I mainly play fighting games now, like as like a side thing. Definitely like we used to have this thing with me and King Kyoma. It's like called Fighting Games Friday. Every Friday we just stream it and we just box each other on like different fighting games. Broke as hell right now, so I couldn't get DNF Duel, but I'm definitely gonna get that as soon as I get some money, and like we're definitely gonna start continuing that. But like other than like fighting games, shit that I do on stream, I like good RPG, like story-based type games. So like God of War and like Yakuza. Like I played
Nier Automata.
Okay, I've heard about it. I've seen gameplay. I've never played it.
You gotta, bro. If you can set aside like 30-40 hours, bro, that's the best single player game I've played.
Is it like an RPG, like action adventure?
RPG, yeah.
Okay. You know what? Honestly, I'll consider it. I'll actually add it and consider it to my list because I haven't got to play Ghost of Tsushima. I deadass want to play that like on a PS5. I plan on getting the PS5 soon. If I could save up for that next year, like I want to get like all of the games that I didn't get to play that came out. Yeah. But those are shit that I want to do like for like stream content. But for the most part, Multiverses, I do have that shit downloaded. I have not played it since like I downloaded it because, well, I haven't even played at all because I just don't got the time. But one of these fucking days I'm gonna play it. That's for sure because I don't know. I never really got to play it to see whether I really like it or not. But I'm assuming you play it a lot.
Not so much anymore. I'll get on. Like when it first came out, I was playing it a lot, but now I just get on sometimes if I'm bored.
Oh, okay.
But it's definitely most fun to play with other people for sure instead of just random 1v1s.
Right.
But yeah, it's alright.
All right. Well, bet that. All right, homie. Appreciate you talking to me.
Alright.
And you already know the deal. If you ever need a friend to talk to, I'm your new homie. You know what I'm saying? Like Fridays, like dead ass. I'm telling you, bro. Like I need friends. So like, if you ever need someone to talk to, you know what to do, bro. Hit me up. Sometimes I'll stream. So if you ever pull up, shit, we might run multiverses. You feel me? So
Yeah,
I'm always down for that.
That's a whole other discussion. Is the social aspect of editing, bro. I need
Bruh.
friends too. On God.
Right?
Bro.
Shit. Oh my God. I feel you on that, bruh. All right, homie.
Sleep.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
I'll see ya.
Peace. All right, y'all. W fucking stream and W B Moose. I already fucking forgot how to